I think there's a huge upside to leaders being out there. The fact is that they're so much more better calibrated as to what the realities of their business that they can take very good action and decisions from there. The other day, I had a question whether senior leaders should be out on the shop floor, the coalface of the business, to understand how work happens, what the dangers are, how safety is working out for their people. Or should they rely on safety professionals in other group to assess that and report back and use the proper sort of information channels that have been established? I think there's a huge upside to leaders being out there. And the main reason for that is that leaders shape the conditions for work. They make decisions to invest or not in different things, to make changes around policies and procedures and sign things off. It's really important that they understand their influence on work and workers, but also that they have their fingers on the pulse about what is happening. It doesn't mean that they need to be out there and do compliance checks or enforce things, even though they can. I think it's more important that they're really just curious about what it's like to work in a particular workplace. So that's a good question to start with. What is it like to work here? What is it like to work for me in this business? What changes have been made that are in the right directions, or what have been in the wrong direction? What is getting in the way of good work? And really to understand the frictions and the fragilities or the workarounds that people have to come up with as a result of those things. That is something that is a really powerful thing to do for senior leaders, and bring that back into the boardrooms or the executive team to really be well calibrated to what people experience. You can see this in TV shows like Undercover Boss. It's exactly what happens there when leaders go out and they spend some time undercover by all means, but they start to understand the real requirements and conditions under which work happens, but they also start to connect with people. And the outcome of that is they start making some changes to the business. They start removing things or adding things, and they start caring for the people that they met by providing support or development opportunities for them, or maybe even exiting from the business if you have a really bad example. But the fact is that they're so much more better calibrated as to what the realities of their business that they can take very good action and decisions from there.